Alright guys, we are live. Sorry, my internet was kind of like shaky today and still is somewhat shaky. Okay, the upload speed is like literally, the upload speed was like literally 1 Mbps or 2 Mbps 2 Mbps, and it still is shaky. So but I can stream now, so we will see. But the stream might drop at any time, so yeah. Anyways, let me share this on my Discord as well. Let me share this on my Discord. Hold on. Alright, we're on. Alright, we're done. Okay. Let me see the stream. Yep, it's still working. I hope my internet does not go down. Okay. Hold on. Alright, let's draw some sticks and stones, alright? And rocks and leaves and flowers and shit. Okay, because well, I initially wanted to only draw stones, because stones are like sorry, not stones, rocks, because rocks are like super difficult for me, at least, because they have their formation is like super complicated. I don't understand how they form. Maybe I'll have to look into that, like how they form. Like I know a general idea that they form. Hold on. They form something like this, like this is a piece of land, and the piece of land just gets layered upon layered by millions of years of evolution. Okay, and that is how rocks form. But the problem is this one is like simple, but the problem comes when rocks are like very like something like this. Okay, something like so I don't understand like this part where like how this part folds and shit. All right, so that's why we are gonna learn that today, and we're gonna try to, I don't know, paint rocks from memory as well. Like we are gonna do like increase our mental library. That's what I mean. Okay, so something like this. Rocks for me at least are like super difficult. Okay, and then there will be another rock over here. All right, so yeah, so I don't understand like how this shit forms. So yeah. This is just from memory that I'm drawing. This is not even close to, like, look at this. This will be another shit. So yeah, so my initial idea was to just draw rocks, okay, and just paint rocks. And another thing about rocks that I struggle with is the colors, okay. Normally they are very grayish rocks, okay, and especially grayish rocks, they are very difficult to color because of the color gray, because it's like so freaking, I don't know, muted and so freaking desaturated, so it looks muddy most of the time, okay. So that is why I struggle with gray freaking rocks, okay. Yeah, so that is why we are also gonna try to, you know, learn to freaking color this shit, okay. In fact, I would rather say like we are directly gonna color all this shit, because we are directly gonna start with color, because well, if we I don't know, sketch first and then try to color first, it's gonna take a lot of time, and I do not want to waste a lot of time on this, okay. Maybe I'll do another stream tomorrow on the same sticks and stones and nature shit. We will see, okay. If I cannot complete all of the shit in this stream, maybe I'll do another stream tomorrow. All right, we'll see, man. I don't. So yeah, so I think this, what I'm doing over here is like, right, it's like layering small chunks of rocks onto each other. So yeah, I think that is the way to probably go, if I'm not wrong, okay. I could be wrong, but still, anyways, we will just try, we will just directly color this shit, all right. And then yes, and also I initially wanted to only cover rocks and shit, all right. But then I'm like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna do the whole nature thing, okay, because there will be times when shit like moss grows onto the rock. So how do you do it? How do you even simplify that stuff, okay? Because you cannot paint every leaf of the moss, okay, because that is just so tiny okay. So yeah, so and also sometimes the grass just grows, okay, and then it hides the bottom part of the rock, so it's like difficult to know how to paint it and how to draw it. I mean, I have done it before and I know how to do it, but still that simplification is what is most essential. Like you just do this shit, okay, and simplify and just paint like 2-3 strands above, and that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, and the most difficult part is to paint flowers, okay, is to paint flowers with all of the other nature stuff, okay, especially their stems. Like I can paint let's say, okay, I can just hold on, I can just do something like this, okay, paint the flower, all right, paint the flower, do something like this, paint the flower, all right. But then when it comes to the stems, it does not, most of the time it just does not connect. My stems do not connect, so either it overlaps or then it messes up, and then the leaves are even difficult to draw, okay. So yeah, and then how do you connect this part, all right. So this is all complicated. I don't know, man, this is all freaking complicated stuff, and this needs to look good, to be honest, because if it doesn't look good, then it just messes up the whole freaking painting over here. So yeah, So that is why we are drawing first and foremost rocks, and then the nature around it. Also leaves, okay, also leaves, because when the leaves flow with the wind, they just move, they just rotate and then sway and then move around, all right, then their perspective changes. So that is also super difficult, leaves and petals and shit. Okay, so yeah. And yes, of course, wood as well. Wood, especially the brown wood. Okay, I really hate the freaking, hold on, let me show you which color do I hate. Like this color, I really hate this. Okay, this does not look good in any painting whatsoever, unless you are like using it like very sparingly in like 1 or 2 parts of the painting. That's it. If you paint the whole freaking ground with this color, it's gonna mess up the painting. So and most of the trees are of this color. Okay, we can of course make them like more grayish if we want to, like something like this. So yeah, so the wood part is also very important that I wanted to learn and cover in this chapter. So this will be a, I don't know, this will be a very cool lesson in painting rocks, sticks and stones, or rocks in general. All right, let's begin. I will get some references from Pinterest, so give me like 2 seconds. Only 2 seconds, only 2 seconds, guys. There are a lot of references over here that I'm seeing. Okay, I have 2 or 3 references, so hold on, give me like 2 minutes. For now, I have like 2 or 3 references with like different formation of rocks. I need a National Geographic course on this shit. Alright, so yeah. I need a National Geographic course on this. This is crazy stuff. I don't understand how rocks form. I really don't understand this. All right, we have references. We have some references. Okay, we have some references, and then we are gonna paint. Draw and paint rocks. Mostly paint. All right, not draw. Because, well, we have to paint them anyways later on, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna directly freaking paint this shit. Alright, just gonna freaking use the lasso tool for this. Okay, It's gonna start with a grayish, like blue tone. All right, let's start with that. Just a little start. And then move on to a very yellowish tone. Gonna keep only three. Hold on. Gonna keep only 3 tones. All right. I'll try to only keep 3 tones. All right. Let's do it. I don't know if I can, but we will see. We will see. Okay, so before I start doing like the details and shit, okay, I'm gonna start painting the crevices because I want to learn how this shit works. All right, and this is the fastest way to learn that shit. You mess up in drawing rocks, you literally mess up in like everything. If it doesn't look good, then you are freaking doomed for life. Oh shit. So these are just, I don't if my guess is right, these are just different rocks which are like fused freaking together. So yeah, I think that is right. Yes, just different rocks just fused together, this rock formation especially. Yep, this is it. Okay, and then there is this lighter tone, sorry, a bit medium tone over here. I'm just using somewhat different colors for the rock. Alright, so a bit of medium tone over here, but I'm still gonna stay in like not move the colors too much. Okay, so change the colors because, well, not gonna move the colors too much. Probably I will shift to a magenta. There is a lot of freaking rain over here where I live. Hold on, let me see the internet. Yes, it's working. So where I live, there is a freaking lot of freaking rain over here. I don't know why. Today it's like very much raining, too much rain in fact. Then there is this half tone over here which I can paint it with this thing. Alright, alright. I think we are done. We are done. Yes, we are done. We can start painting the trees and shit that this rock has. Like over here, maybe I'll start with some yellowish kind of like green. Lock in big chunks of color over here. And then more yellowish tones. Like this is what I mean by, you know, simplification, you know. So this is the simplification that I'm freaking talking about. Because if you do not freaking simplify, then it's not gonna look really good. If you keep like doing like every single leaf, every single, I don't know, flower and shit, okay, it's gonna take a lot of freaking time from you, okay, and then you're just wasting your time, you know. That's what I mean. And there will be another layer of green in the crevices. So honestly, this like 3-tone green is like not at all necessary, but I'm just keeping it for just so that it's there. Alright, so the 3-tone green is like not even necessary. Just a two-tone is like fine. So the yellowish kind of like green is not even freaking necessary at all. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, something like this. And then you can add in a bit of leaves over here, right? You can choose a different brush. I'm just using the hard round brush, okay, the round brush. You can use a different brush if you want to. Yep, something like this. You can paint the leaves like this. Yeah, something like that. Looks good, looks good. Yep, I think we are done. We are done with the freaking rock formation. I can of course go ahead and freaking add a lot of freaking tones, but that's literally like not necessary at all. Okay, so the important part of this, of this exercise is like this particular rock is like there are 2-3 rocks which are like merging together because of the, I don't know, while the continents are formed together. So yeah, something like that. I don't know. I'll have to like look out for like some YouTube videos on how rocks are formed and erosion and kind of like all that shit, because that will make me understand how this shit is like formed. I'm sorry, I'm freaking dumb, alright? I'm sorry. Oh yeah, and also for the color part, you can take a bluish color, okay, and paint it over here so that it's like, so the sky color is like shining from above. So yeah, so this is like the sky color which is like shining from above. So you can paint it over here, which will look super cool in my opinion. And then this green will like shine in on this. Hold on, let me make the lighter green a bit lighter. Oh shit, yeah, something like this. So this green is gonna shine in on the underside of over here of this rock, so it will go like something like this. The rock might be colored something like that. Yeah, something like that. That is nothing but ambient occlusion. Yes, there is a lot of green over here. Jesus Christ, sorry, blue over here. Jesus Christ. Now that I look at it. Yep, lot of blue. Holy shit. Rocks, we are painting rocks. Alright, that's it. One rock done. Now for the next one. Okay. So the only thing that I do not like is this like darker tone of the grass. Okay. That is the only thing that I do not like. I don't know. I might not even keep that shit. Because I personally like to work with like just 2 freaking tones, so I might just do 2 freaking tones. Yeah, something like that. Alright. Anyways, let's move on. Let's not waste too much time over here. Keep this rock over here. Now for the next one. Okay, so this is, oh my god, holy shit, this is a very layered kind of like rock, and a very grayish rock, to be honest. Very grayish. It's very grayish, guys. Very gray colored rock. I have been watching a lot of VTubers, like only the shorts, not their videos, okay? Because I honestly do not get much time in the day. I have a lot of household chores that I do. So I've been watching a lot of VTubers, especially Nimi, Not Saba. I don't know why, but I'm like kind of like tired of Saba. We will see. I don't know, man. All right, and there is this ground over here. Oh shit. Oh shit. So mostly Nimi, so I'm like picking up their freaking vocabulary. And most YouTubers are freaking girls, you know. I don't have any like guy YouTubers. Like I don't know if people watched a guy YouTuber. Sorry, VTuber, not YouTuber. I'm the YouTuber. These people are like VTuber. Okay, I'm gonna start adding some shadows, some crevices and shadows. Okay, some crevices and shadows. Okay, and this rock is like forming like this. Oh my god, there is a lot of like layering on this rock. Okay, this rock is like different than this one. Okay, this rock is like definitely different than this one, because this one has formed due to the, let's say, due to the mashing of 2 or 3 rocks. It is, at least that is what I think about that rock. But this one is like this. These are just cracks on one single rock, and these cracks are actually, I think, layering of rock from millions of years of like erosion and shit. All right, so yeah, something like that. So these cracks that I'm drawing is like they're actually like the layering of rock. There is another rock over here. Oh my god, Holy shit, I need to zoom in. Yeah, there is a lot of texture on this rock. Oh my god, I cannot do all of the texture. Sticks and stones. We are drawing sticks and stones, guys. We are drawing sticks and stones. Sticks and stones. Yeah. What I wanted to say something. Hold on, I forgot. I wanted to say something. Oh, I don't know if you can see, if you saw that. Sorry, my canvas was like super small. I like to work on super small sizes, man, because it's like it just gives me a whole complete picture of what I'm doing, so, and it helps a lot, so that's why. Because if you tend to zoom in, you just do not get the picture, and then you mess up the painting or the drawing or whatever the project that you're doing. See, this is the hard part. Okay, so this freaking rock over here. Okay, so this is like another formation of rock. So this is like something like, okay, something like this. All right, something like this. Okay, so this is like the another formation rock, and when there is something like this, and then this whole other rock just comes in the front. Okay, then it gets really freaking complicated. All right, so this is why I freaking like struggle with rocks a lot. Yep, these are just layering upon freaking layering of freaking rocks. I don't even understand how this works, to be honest, because, well, it's like super kind of like difficult to understand, difficult to figure out how rocks form, and how the like this is very let's say this is very organic. Okay, it's not measurable. All right, so when you draw a, let's say, a cube or a cylinder or any of like even for a human body, okay, even when you draw some human figure or something, okay, that shit you can measure stuff. You can anticipate, like, this arm is gonna turn like this, or this leg is gonna fold like this, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, but with rocks it's like, nah, you can't even do that. Okay, because they just form like crazy. Like, there is no set rule to that, like it's gonna move like this, or it's gonna form like this. All right, so yeah, So this is why I freaking struggle, and I think most people struggle with rock just because of this thing. Yeah, something like this. Now we can start adding some let's say highlights, a little bit of highlights. All right, only a little bit of highlights, only a little, not too much. Rocks are super difficult, at least for me, man, at least for me. Like, they're super freaking difficult. Like, you cannot just, I don't know, you cannot just figure out their freaking shape. It's too tough. I need to look at some artists who like draws rocks. Okay, yeah, there are some artists who like specialize in like drawing nature and shit. Okay, they have made their careers out of it. Okay, so yeah, I need to look out for them, look out for their references, like how they do stuff. Okay, they stylize stuff a lot. Okay, which I literally fail to do in this while drawing both of these rocks. In fact, they stylize a lot of freaking stuff. Like, I have seen some stuff, but I need to see that again. They stylize a lot of freaking stuff. A lot of the rock. It's just like when you stylize a human body, so it's the same freaking concept with the rock as well. And then we can start. Okay, these are some midtones, so we can start adding more midtones. Since this rock is like kind of like a teal kind of like color, so we're gonna do something like that, teal, some sort of like teal-ish color, right? This reminds me of like the hold on, what was that game? God of War. Yes, God of War. This already reminds me of freaking God of War for some reason. I don't know why, because they have they have rocks in that game like these. They have a lot of freaking rocks in that game, so it oddly reminds me of God of War. This rock, for some reason. Okay, I think we are gonna do rocks today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna switch to, let's say, drawing trees and shit, because I wanna do this stream. This is like fun stream, like very chill stream. Okay, and I wanna cover this shit up, because like I know like many people struggle with like nature and shit, drawing nature and stuff. Okay, so we're gonna draw that tomorrow. Especially rocks. Okay, in my opinion at least, like rocks are super freaking hard and difficult to draw. Yeah. Alright, that's it. So this is like a half-assed kind of like attempt at drawing rock. I probably shouldn't have had like made that mid-tone, but it's fine. Okay, I'll just do this like a lighter tone. Nah, darker tone is fine. There's a lot of stuff on the ground, like very light stuff, alright? So, gotta make sure that it appears nice and easy. Alright, that's it. Yep, this definitely reminds me of God of War, to be honest. It's very, very reminiscent of God of War. They have rocks like these in God of War. The 2018 version of God of War was super cool in my opinion. It was like the best game of like all time. It was super good. Ragnarok was like fine. I did not freaking like that much. Like when you set a bar and then you have to surpass that bar, and then you cannot surpass that bar, which happened with I think Ragnarok and also kind of like Tears of the Kingdom as well. Okay, then it like does not look that good, and it does not feel the same way as the original game. Yeah, this rock is done. Very cool. Half-assed attempt. I literally still I'm not like happy with this shit. All right. I'm literally not happy with this shit that I drew over here because the colors are like so freaking difficult to guess and to know. I didn't even consider the moss that is on the rock itself. So there is this moss over here. So I did not even consider this moss. Yeah. There is a lot of moss in here. Lot of moss. Yeah. All right. What is next? Hold on to your butts. Okay, this is another very crazy formation. Holy Jesus! Why did I choose this rock? Oh my God. This is like layering of rock upon rock upon rock. Okay, this is not gonna be fun at all for me. Yeah, wish me luck. Wish me freaking luck. This is not gonna be fun at all. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna freaking cry on this. The colors are super cool. Alright, the colors are like super cool. But no. This is like the Star Wars kind of like shit. Alright. Now some Star Wars shit going on over here. this is the sand that is covering all of the rocks, and this is another rock formation in the sand. I did not do anything today. I was working on something secret which I cannot disclose. So, I can normally do some sort of like shit every single day, but I could not, and I did not do anything today. See, these are just layers upon layers upon layers of rock over here. Alright, so I'm just gonna freaking eyeball this shit because I do not want to spend my time like doing every bit of, let's say, like detail and shit. Alright. Okay, so I might color this like hold on, like this part somewhat brighter, probably. I'll do the coloring a bit differently than the reference that I have. Okay, and this part is gonna be the same, and then this part is like gonna be slightly darker. Yeah, something like this. So there are like 3 layers to the freaking rock. So you know like which layer is which. So yeah. Holy shit, man, this is crazy. This rock is freaking crazy. If you look at the reference, it's like too much stuff going on this rock, to be honest. It's like layers upon layers upon layers of freaking erosion over millions of years of evolution and erosion, and this rock is like formed. Oh my god. So yeah. And then there's another rock over here. Holy shit. Oh my god. See, this is the reason why I freaking hate this shit. All right, you literally cannot predict this at all. You literally cannot predict this at all. This is the reason why I hate it. I hate painting raw rocks. It's not that I hate it. It's just that I cannot predict it. That's why I hate it. I mean, rocks are pretty cool in my opinion. They are very cool, very essential for the environment. All right. They trap water, and then we can get the water to drink. Okay, so they're very freaking essential for the freaking environment. This looks like this part looks like freaking Megatron's head. Probably it's Megatron hiding in the rocks, disguising himself from the Autobots. All right. it's freaking Megatron's head. This freaking part. All right. Yeah. That's it. I'm not gonna do anything more. Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna do anything more. Forget about it. Y'all can freaking cry about it. The idea was to learn how rocks are formed, and I did that. So yeah, that's it. And to I don't know, to learn how to layer stuff and then merge stuff together. So yeah, not gonna do anything more. Probably I messed up the values, but it's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. All right. Just gonna paint in some light tones. That's it. Jesus. This shit was definitely difficult. Oh my god. Oh. I'm just making it dirty now. Alright. What is next? Alright, so this one is very different. I don't even know what this is. So it has like water on the top. So it's like a glacier kind of like rock. Alright, I'm gonna take a part of it and then draw it. I'm not gonna draw the whole shit. Yo, hi, what's up? I love Galaxy Dolphins, Lego man. Yep, Shade Mancer, damn digital art. What are making? Yeah, I'm like drawing rocks because I suck at drawing rocks. I'm drawing rocks because I suck at drawing rocks. Alright, you wouldn't understand it. People wouldn't understand who like suck at drawing rocks, like why this guy is like drawing rocks. I'm like drawing rocks. Okay, so this, holy shit, this shit is like freaking crazy. Oh my god. There is a freaking mosquito again. I hate it. I freaking hate it. Alright, so now you can see what this is. It's a freaking glacier. Glacier kind of like formation. Alright. We still gotta do the rocks, man. We still gotta do the rocks. I don't know if we can do this like in this stream, okay? This is not done. This is not done at all. I literally do not feel confident because the reason for that is, okay, so in the reference there are rocks, small rocks over here. Alright. So this is why I do not feel confident enough. We gotta do this. We gotta do this again tomorrow. We gotta add smaller rocks. Alright, yeah. There is a lot of formation over here, like crazy amounts of cracks, and like this is like layering of rock upon ice upon rock, whatever the frick this is. I don't even know what this is, to be honest. I gotta study, man. I gotta study this shit. Okay, I gotta freaking study this. I gotta understand what this shit is. I gotta watch some videos on YouTube. All right. Like, look at this, man. Look at this freaking formation. I don't understand this freaking formation at all. This is a freaking, like, some sort of like hot spring or something, lake or hot spring. Like, I have seen this before, but I do not know what it is freaking called as. All right, hold on. Let me look at the chat. So give me like 2 minutes. Let me paint this first, and then I'll look at the chat. What the chat is saying. Do they want me to see in pain and suffering and shit? A lot of shit. Yeah. Rock formations, baby. Rock freaking formations. They're gonna eat my head. Gonna make me cry and talk shit. Look at all these layers, freaking layers, layers upon layers upon layers upon layers upon layers of shit. Everywhere, literally everywhere. Everywhere I see shit. Yep. Crazy shit. Yeah, I'm gonna make a shit rock. Are you freaking or freaking shit? Yeah. I'm gonna make a shit rock and then shit rock out of my ass. Oh my god. Holy shit. Holy crap, man, look at this thing over here. Yeah, and the craziest part is that, okay, hold on, let me show you. Jesus Christ, I want to show you this shit. Craziest part is that there is a freaking rock over here, okay, which I cannot draw. Which I freaking cannot draw. Look at this. That is the rock over there. I do not understand how these things form, because it's like crazy. I do not hate painting rocks. They are freaking cool. But what I hate is like the uncertainty that is there with the rocks. All right, there is a lot of uncertainty because they are literally like unpredictable. And then there is this another rock over here. Look at this shit. There's another rock over here. All right, under a rock formation. Yep, there we go. Good luck. Another rock formation out of freaking nowhere, up my ass. And we haven't even started painting the water yet. Hold on, give me like 2 minutes. I'll paint it like real freaking quick. Yep, done. Water done. Then there is this another layer of freaking water over here. Holy shit. Another like some sort of like transition of color of like blue color to the sorry, the white color to the blue color. Right, there's a lot of freaking transition over it. Don't worry about it. I'm just projecting my anger onto this painting. Oh my lord, holy shit, man. There is this kind of like very shimmering light. Oh yeah, and this part is like kind of like greenish. Hold on, let me make it like greenish. sorry, bluish, not greenish, bluish, slightly like tealish color. Yeah, something like that, because it's like reflecting this water onto over here. So yeah, it's like greenish tealish color, and then this is more greenish, something like that. Yep, something like that. This is more tealish over here. There's a lot of darkness over here, right? I'm just gonna draw the darkness. Forget about the color. Now it looks super cool in my opinion, with some saturated kind of like color. Yeah, it's starting to look super cool. This may I might make this a bit darker. Let's see. Yeah, now it looks like super freaking cool. Yep, even this one as well, a bit darker. Nah, yeah, something like that. All right. Yep, you get my point. These are rocks. I don't know what rocks these are, but yeah, there we go. And these are formed due to, I don't know how they're formed. I need to figure it out how they're formed. All right, probably it's just layering upon layering upon layering upon layering upon layering of ice, maybe. Because at least that is what I see over here. These are a lot. There are a lot of freaking layers over here. So maybe that's how that is formed. And the lake is like, the water is like kind of like saturated, and then it erodes with time. So maybe that's the answer to that question. All right, that's it. Sorcerer's Stone. Okay, hold on. Sorcerer's Stone. Please make Sorcerer's Stone. Please make Sorcerer. Hold on. Let me try. Okay, the Harry Potter one that you're talking about. The Harry Potter one you're talking about. Tell me, the Harry Potter one you're talking about, if I'm not wrong. I will make that. Hold on. Alright, let me get the reference. Jesus. Who would have thought we would make Sorcerer's Stone? Today. It's red, alright? It's orangish red. But I'm seeing like a lot of red over here. Yep. Yeah, it's orangish red, right? It's very orangish red. All right. Oh my God, this is very difficult. All right, this is very difficult. I'm gonna take a Sorcerer's Stone, a very simple reference of Sorcerer's Stone. All right. I got one, I think. Hold on, let me put that on this pure ref. Yep, red with maroon or red with orange. A lot of red and orange. Yep, definitely. Definitely a lot of red and orange. Sorcerer's Stone, alright. We got the Sorcerer's Stone. It's like standing, like if you see the reference, it's like standing, so in the reference, so I'm not gonna draw it like that. So hope you. Oh Jesus, where did it go? Alright. So I'm gonna draw it like that, alright? So I hope you don't mind. It's very crimson red, very crimson red. Alright. So let me first cut the parts. Very crimson red indeed. Why is there a green over here? Jesus Christ. Why is it green over here? There is a freaking green over here. I do not know if I can do this, but I'm gonna try. Alright, I'm gonna try my best, because this has like a lot of freaking tones. Alright, so that is why I'm like very skeptical about this. Very skeptical. This is the Fresnel that is going on the rock. Fresnel is a super cool thing, but it's like super kind of like difficult to. It's not difficult. It's like super tricky to do in some places. So yeah. And then there is a lot of blackness over here. Lot of blackness. Might need another pencil, oh sorry, another brush for this one. I'm concentrating. I'm sorry I cannot talk too much, so I hope you understand. there is, okay, hold on, there is this grayish color over here. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, now it looks good. Now it looks good. Now it looks good. Holy shit, now it looks good. And then there is this very bright red parts over here, which are like almost glowing, which will indicate the glow of the stone. I'm sorry, I'm just Yep. We got him, boys. We got him. We got the Sorcerer's Stone. Now we can live forever. There is this texture over here. A lot of texture on this stone, to be honest. We painted the Sorcerer's Stone, which is like super difficult to do, at least for me. I don't know about you guys. Y'all are freaking pros. Y'all are freaking pros. I'm just a noob sitting here doing crazy shit. Okay, and then last but not the least, hold on. This is the cherry on top, not this. Not the thing that I'm painting right now. There is this very bright orange color over here. Yep, look at this. Very bright orange color. Yellowish orange or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, I forgot. Hold on. I forgot another thing. Jesus. Hold on. Give me like 2 minutes. Hold on. Alright. So there is this light fall off that is happening. Hold on. Alright, look at this. This is the light fall off that is happening. Okay. Yeah. The glow is like shining upon the table. Yep, we got the Sorcerer's Stone. Now we can live forever. Now we can live forever, baby. Let's live forever. We got a Sorcerer's Stone. Alright, that's it. I'm not gonna do more shit, because if I keep doing it, I'm gonna stay here the whole freaking night. So yeah, there you go. There you go, man. Who is it? Shade Mancer, you got it. Shade Mancer, you're welcome. Shade Mancer, where are you? I think he left. Jesus, I think he left. I think he left. Oh my god, no. Oh shit. Alright, at least we got him. At least we got the Sorcerer's Stone. Alright, so today's episode was kind of like good enough in my opinion. Okay, we painted 5 rocks. Okay, the last one was super difficult to paint. Okay, so all in all, what we learned was rocks are formed due to layering upon layering upon layering upon layering upon layering upon layering upon layers of soil. All right, and then they just smash into each other, and then they, I don't know, just they smash into each other, and then they cut themselves like these. Okay, like this, like this. All right, they cut themselves like this, but not always. Okay, not always. They do not do that always. All right, so yep, mostly they smash into each other, and then they form rock formations like these. All right, this is a classic rock formation where rocks are like smashing together because of the tectonic plate, because of the movement of the tectonic plate, okay, of the earth. All right, and this is the same thing, but this is like almost like a layering of rocks. Okay, this is the classic layering of rocks. Okay, layering of soil upon soil upon soil upon soil. All right, so this is the classic layering of soil. Okay, and this is also kind of like a layering style, but I need to research more on this. Okay, because this is kind of like a different kind of like layering style, and I need to learn how like this is like formed, like these lakes are formed. So yeah, this is the classic cutting of rock. Like this is a quartz crystal, I'm pretty sure about it if I'm not wrong. This is a freaking quartz crystal. So yeah, All right, that's it for the day. If I keep doing this, then I'll be over here for the rest of the night. All right, so tomorrow, okay, we also did a lot of like greenery shit. Okay, we tried to like combine the greenery stuff with the rocks, okay, because that is super kind of like difficult. So over here we combine the water with the rocks and shit. Okay, so yeah, over here the soil as well, we try to combine the soil. All right, and over here the moss. Okay, over here the skylight and the greenery of this shit. Let me just tone down the saturation. Jesus Christ, it's too harsh. Yeah, now it's fine. All right, so yeah, that's it. So tomorrow, okay, so tomorrow what we are gonna do is like paint some naturistic stuff. Okay, for example, flowers and leaves and I don't know, trees and branches and shit. All right, so, because that the rocks are like important, yes, but that is also like very important to draw. Okay, because well, if you cannot draw that, then well, how are you gonna draw nature? How are you gonna put a character over here? Okay, if you put a character in nature, then you have to learn to draw flowers and plants and shit. Okay, and I also gonna take some references, like look at some references of artists who like specialize in like drawing rocks. So I will share them like tomorrow on stream. So yeah, because there are some really freaking cool artists like who like specialize in like drawing freaking rocks and shit. All right, so yeah, I gotta look at that. I never thought I would draw the sorcerer's stone in this episode, but fine. I guess it's type of a rock, so yeah. I still don't get it, man. I still don't get it. So whenever I'm like drawing rocks for my illustrations, I gotta probably look at some references of rocks. I still don't get it. Jesus Christ. Today we spent a lot of time drawing rocks. I still don't freaking get it. Yep. It really looks cool, man. Sheeromancer. It really looks cool. Alright, so tomorrow, as I said before, we are gonna draw some flowers and leaves and shit, okay, along with the rocks. Of course, there is gonna be rock formations, but we gotta learn how to draw flowers and shit. So yeah, properly. I can draw that, but I'm like, I just like, I don't know, man, do a half-assed attempt most of the time, like eyeball this shit. Alright, so yeah. So yeah, that's about it, man. That's about it for the stream. If you look at the grayscale, they look pretty fine to me, except for this first rock, which is like okay in color, but it's fine. Anyways, that's about it for it. So yeah, thank you for joining in. Tomorrow I literally stream every day at like 7 or 8 p.m. IST, okay, Indian Standard Time. So be sure to subscribe on YouTube and follow me on Twitch as well. All right, and yes, also join in the Discord as well. We have really cool people over there. It's still small, but we are growing pretty fast. All right, and of course, if you want to support me, you can do so on my buymeacoffee.com. So every link is in the description down below, so please be sure to check it out. Okay, it's in the description of this video and on my YouTube and Twitch channels as well, so be sure to check that out. Sorry, be sure to check that out. All right, and that's about it, man. See ya. We had a very cool stream today. We painted rocks. Very cool, very cool, very cool. I struggle a lot, but it's fine. I always struggle with rocks, man. Holy shit. I always struggle with rocks. Alright, bye.